Key Internet statistics to know in 2023. Not only is the Internet vast, but it's also vital to our everyday life. And it's growing faster than we could have ever thought. A world without the Internet is something most of us can't fathom today. According to We Are Social, global Internet users are rising at an unbelievable rate. Over 900,000 people have been going online for the first time every day since mid-2018. In this video, we go over the growth of the Internet, key statistics, the impact of smartphones, mobile devices, cybersecurity, and more. General Internet statistics. While we'll get into more specific topics later in the article, we want to first touch on some general Internet statistics to better understand the ecosystem we can expect to see in 2022. 63.2% of the world has access to and uses the Internet. That's almost 5 billion people online. In 2021, Asia accounted for the largest number of people on the Internet, with over 2.5 billion people making up 51.8% of online users. Between 2000 and 2020, Internet usage increased by over 1,200%. Approximately 87% of Europeans and 90% of North Americans use the Internet daily, accounting for the highest Internet penetration rates. There are currently over 370 million domain names registered worldwide. And there are over 127 million websites in total. Over a third of those websites use WordPress, making it the most popular content management system. In the US alone, people generate over 3 million gigabytes of Internet traffic every minute. In 2021, the world sent 306 billion emails each day. That number is projected at 333 billion for 2022. Online search statistics. Google, the world's largest search engine, has over a billion users. You probably used it yourself today. Google indexes around 50 billion web pages, and over 2.4 million searches happen each minute. That's over 1 trillion searches every year. That's a lot of content. 76% of worldwide searches take place on Google's search engine. The Google Search Index consists of over 100 million gigabytes of content. 16 to 20% of search results every year are new pages. Google dominates the sector with over 90% market share. Bing, the second most used search engine, holds under 3%. The company's mobile search statistics are even more dominant, accounting for almost 94% of global search traffic. 10 years ago, Google searches broke 1 trillion annually. By 2020, the numbers were getting close to 2.5 trillion. It's grown each year and will likely continue. Over 40,000 search queries happen on Google every second. Social media statistics. Let's start with the top social media platforms worldwide. From the least used to most popular, Snapchat has 294 active users. Twitter has 330 million active users. TikTok has 689 million active users. LinkedIn has 766 million active users. Instagram has 1.15 billion active users. Facebook Messenger has 1.3 billion active users. YouTube has over 2 billion active users. Facebook has 2.7 billion active users. As of 2021, there were almost 4 billion users on social media worldwide. Facebook is the 7th most visited website. YouTube won the most downloaded app in 2021. Over 68% of people in the US are primarily on Facebook, followed by Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. Facebook users under 25 make up about 35% of the site's total users. 88% of Facebook's traffic comes from mobile users. 80% of people that use Instagram live outside of the US, and 34% of the platform's users are millennials. Approximately 4.2 billion photos on Instagram get liked each day, and over 100 million new posts appear daily. Every minute, there are almost 80,000 Tumblr posts published. Over 176,000 Skype calls made. Over 473,000 tweets sent. Over 2 million snaps sent. Online streaming statistics. Video streaming has only grown in the past few years, and it's unlikely to slow down soon. Let's start by looking at the streaming platforms with the most users. Hulu with 75 million monthly users. Dailymotion with 100 million monthly users. Yahoo Screen with 125 million monthly users. Vimeo with 130 million monthly users. Netflix with 150 million monthly users. YouTube with 1.8 billion monthly users. Now for the juicy statistics. 45% of people worldwide watch online videos for at least an hour every day. 50% of people between 18 and 34 will drop what they're doing if a new YouTube video comes out from one of their subscribed channels. 40% of millennials trust YouTube for high-quality content, and 60% state that the platform's videos change their worldview. Video is crucial for customers. 50% of them watch product demos and video reviews before making a purchase. Mobile video-based ad spending has increased almost 100% in the past few years. Over 50% of content consumed on YouTube is on mobile devices. 90% of videos watched on Twitter happen through the mobile app. Internet demographic statistics. Internet users, on average, spend about 4.5 hours daily online. And social media users spend over 2 hours daily on their favorite platforms. As of March 2021, over 5.16 billion people were online worldwide. That's over half of the world's population. Many companies are pursuing lower-cost internet options, which would increase this number even more. Internet users have more than doubled in the last 10 years. 16 to 24-year-olds spend about 4.1 hours online via mobile and 3.3 via computer or tablet. For users 25 to 34, those numbers are 3.45 and 3.37 hours. Users 35 to 44 spend 3.05 and 3.21 hours, respectively. People 45 to 54 spend 2.22 and 3.23 hours online. Finally, users aged 55 to 64 spend an average of 1.42 online via mobile and 3.11 on tablets and computers. The average person spends around a third of their waking hours on the internet consuming digital media. And as of 2021, about 60.5% of all the time people spend consuming media is spent on digital media. Smartphone statistics. Data compiled by We Are Social and Hootsuite found that the number of mobile users, 5.2 billion, was higher than the number of other internet users, 4.5 billion, as of the end of 2019. While we don't have finalized data for 2020 and 2021, that number seems to be increasing steadily. And we're seeing steady growth in the smartphone industry. In 2020, over half of the worldwide internet traffic came from mobile devices. That number has been rising rapidly since 2009, when mobile devices only accounted for 0.7% of internet usage. In Q4 2021, mobile devices generated over 54% of all website traffic globally. The most popular internet activities on mobile worldwide include checking emails, accessing social media, and watching videos or movies. The most downloaded entertainment apps include Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, and Tencent Video. Instagram is the leading smartphone app by downloads on Android. WhatsApp is the leading Apple app worldwide. Smartphone users have downloaded over 143 billion apps globally. Average smartphone screen time in the US was 5 to 6 hours, as 46% of people stated. Only 5% said they spend less than an hour on their smartphone. Smartphones are taking over e-commerce, too. Worldwide, there are 2.91 billion in sales on smartphones and mobile devices. Smartphone commerce reach globally is 55.4%. Smartphone retail visits account for 69% of traffic. Smartphone retail orders account for a 57% market share. Cybersecurity statistics. Cybersecurity becomes a bigger priority each year. Let's look at 2021 statistics and the expected trends this year. In 2021, we saw the highest average cost for data breaches in 17 years, from $3.85 million annually to $4.24 million annually. Phishing attacks accounted for 36% of data breaches, an 11% increase. Cryptocurrency scams are more rampant than ever. From October 2020 to May 2021, over $80 million was lost to crypto investment scams. To make up for the lack of cybersecurity professionals, the global workforce for the industry would need to grow by 65%. On that note, 82% of organizations increased their cybersecurity budgets last year, accounting for about 15% of total IT spending. The shift to remote working directly impacted the cost of data breaches. When remote work was a factor, Breaches cost $1.07 million higher on average. With billions of internet users globally comes a variety of providers for everything from your internet connection to your favorite streaming platforms.